Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about one of the most fascinating phenomena in our universe, light. We encounter light every day, yet many of us may not realize how extraordinary it truly is. So let's explore what light is, what rays are, and how they behave, as well as waves, their features, and amazing phenomena associated with them. Let's start with the basics. What is light? Light is a form of energy that travels through space and enables us to see the world around us. It is an electromagnetic wave, meaning it consists of oscillating electric and magnetic fields that propagate through space at incredible speed. Light is an essential for life as it helps us grow plants, allow us to use objects, and influence many natural processes such as photosynthesis. Now, on to the next. What are rays? Now you might have heard the term rays in relation with light, but what exactly are rays? A ray is a straight line that shows the path in which light travels. In simple words, rays are imaginary lines that represent the path along which light travels. They are a way to visualize the direction of light propagation. For example, when you see the sunlight streaming through a window, the lines of the light can be seen to as waves moving in a straight line from the sun into your eyes. Rays are used to represent the direction of light in some diagrams. Now, next, let's talk about waves. Not waves of water, waves of light. Ever heard of it? Well, if you haven't, here's some information. A wave is a disturbance that transfers energy from one place to another without transferring matter. Isn't that amazing? Light travels in the form of waves, oscillating of electric and magnetic fields moving through space. These waves are characterized by their wavelength, frequency, and speed. The wave nature of light explains the phenomena like diffraction, interference, and other behaviors. These will we cover in the next videos. Now, here are some examples of rays. As I told you before, rays can come into your windows. These are rays coming down from the clouds, the sunlight, and these are some rays taking little Lorax away. Poor him. Now, as we discussed before, the light allows us to see things. The light from the sun allows us to see everything around us, such as we can see this apple right now. And some examples of light are like sunlight, light from a bulb or a candle, light from the stars, or we all love stars, light from skins like you can see right now. And then there are rays. Rays, as I told you, travel in straight lines because they're associated with light. Light travels in straight lines and so does rays. Sun rays reaching the earth like we saw before, sun rays reaching from a torch, and diagrams in mirrors and lenses, these all are types of rays. Now, as we discussed before, that rays consist of wavelength, amplitudes. Uh, these are important and will be discussed in the future videos if you keep following me. Now, light waves. We will study invisible light, UV, X-rays. X-rays are normally used in hospitals. Radio waves, microwaves, infrawaves. We cannot see them, but we can experiment them and then we can always see them. So in simple words, light is an energy that helps us. Rays are straight paths that show us the direction of the light. Waves are the way light travels, carrying energy from one place to another. That's simple, isn't it? Now, let's start with the features of light. Features of light and rays. So when you hear the word feature, features are types or the characteristics of lights and rays. Okay, so number one, light travels in straight lines. As I told you before, light only travels in straight lines. That's why sun rays directly come from the sun directly to the earth without anything disrupting it. So light moves in a straight line like a uniform medium, like in water or in air. This is why we see sharp shadows and why objects block light. If the path of light is blocked by an opaque object, a shadow is formed. Imagine shining a flashlight in a dark room. The beam of the light travels straight until it has hit an object or a surface. That is why shadows are found, because light travels in straight lines until it is blocked by objects. Now let's move ahead. Light enables us to see. As we have been talking for minutes now, the whole thing we learned till now is that light enables us to see. Without light, our eyes would be useless. Light from sources like the sun or bulbs reflect off objects and enters into our eyes, allowing us to perceive shapes, colors, and textures. Our eyes signal to the brain and we are able to see the objects. Without light, we wouldn't be able to see anything at all. Now, reflection is when light bounces off a surface. Reflection is when light bounces off a surface. For example, when you look into a mirror, the mirror reflects the light from your face back into your eyes, enabling you to see your reflection. Laws of reflection. The laws of reflection state that the angle of incidence equals to the angle of reflection. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal ray all lie on the same place. Like over here, this is a mirror, and all three are on the same surface. The light coming is called the incident ray, the light bouncing off and reflecting it is called the reflected ray, and the normal is called the normal. Now let's move forward. Light can be refracted. When light passes from one medium to another, its speed changes and it bends, which means it changes direction. Bends towards the normal if it enters a denser medium, bends away from the normal if it enters a rarer medium. Reflected light can also cause effects like mirage. Now, what does the first point mean? Bends towards the normal if it enters a denser medium. Now, for example, it enters from the air into the water. It will bend away. It will bend away from the normal. If it bends from the water into the air, it will bend towards. It will bend towards the normal. Now, if you have ever seen an experiment called a pencil in the water, it's very easy. You can do it at home. All you need is a cup of glass and a pencil with some water in it, and you just have to put the pencil inside the water, and you can see that it bends. So when you place a pencil inside a glass of water, it looks bent in the water surface. This is because the rays bend when they pass from water into the air, a phenomenon called refraction, which is related to reflection and changes its speed and light in different mediums. So the mirage it is talking about. Mirage is an optical illusion caused by the bending of light rays in an atmosphere. On a hot day, you may see it on like water shimmering on the road. This is mirage. This is caused by a bending of light rays due to temperature differences in the air. The layers of hot air bend light rays from the sky upward, creating an illusion of reflected surface. Okay, let's resume. So, light transfers energy. Another fascinating feature of light is that light transfers energy. When light hits an object, it can transfer energy to that object, causing things to warm up or even produce chemical reactions. For example, sunlight warms the Earth's surface or help make plants make food through photosynthesis. Light is a form of energy, just like heat, sound, electricity. Light soaks up energy and turns it into food through photosynthesis, which powers nearly all life on Earth. Solar panels convert light energy directly into electricity. We all have solar panels in our home. We can see just this is just sunlight on them, and suddenly there's electricity in our homes. This is how light transfers energy. When light hits a dark surface, its energy turns into heat, which is why dark clothes feel hotter in the sun. Now moving forward. Light travels in waves. As I mentioned earlier, light travels in waves, oscillating electric and magnetic fields moving through space. The wave nature explains many phenomena and helps us understand how light interacts with matter. Light moves as it transverse waves, rising and falling as it travels. The highest point of a wave, this one, in the red, is called a crust and the lowest is called a trough. The distance between the two is called a wavelength. The shorter the wavelength look blue or violet, while longer wavelets look orange to red to our eyes. Now let's move on to the next. Light is the fastest thing. Can you believe it? Light is the fastest thing. Well, let me tell you. Well, you sometimes hear the thunder rumbling. You hear the thunder rumbling later. First, you see the lightning. Well, if you have ever seen one, there are places where it doesn't, kind of rain. So basically, it the lightning strikes first. Then after a few seconds, we hear the rumbling sound. So nothing in this universe is known to travel faster than light. Light speeds along about 30 million kilometers every second, nearly a million times faster than sound. At this speed, light could circle the Earth about 7 times in the time it takes you to blink. Sunlight takes about 8 minutes to travel from the Sun into the Earth. It travels basically for a very exact number. It travels at a speed of approximately 2,999.729 kilometers per second in a vacuum. This speed is so fast that light can travel around the world more than 7 times in just 1 second. So, in conclusion, light is a fascinating and essential part of our universe. It travels in straight lines, enables us to see, it can be reflected and refracted, it transfers energy across space. Its wave nature explains many phenomena, and its incredible speed makes it a unique and vital force in its cosmos. Thank you all so much for your attention. I hope you have a great appreciation for this wondrous nature of light and rays.